So this last part is deleting from a B tree. Now remember, number one, this is complicated, but number two is that when you're online, you see a lot of things about building a B tree. You don't see much about deleting from a B tree, and there's probably a good reason why. Is it doesn't happen too often, to be very honest with you. Especially remember when you have your tree set up, and then underneath of that really is your keys and your actual data and everything else of that nature. So remember, there's really still two portions of the tree that we're worried about. The other part that we're worried about is really the M portion, which is going to be, frankly, not your leaves. So we have to make sure that if we do delete from a B tree, that it still resembles a B tree if we were then to add something else to it. So we have to keep that M in mind, and all of the rules about, since the M to M divided by 2 rule still applies for those that are non-leaves. So we have to be very, very careful. What's going to end up happening is that we're going to end up eventually deleting a leaf or an internal node. But eventually all the deletions will end up being a leaf. We're going to do some rotations, we're going to do some swapping, just to make sure in reality it's going to be really a leaf or a data that's really leaf data that we're going to end up changing, because again, we don't have those rules as long as the leaves are all on the same level. This can be recursive in some cases. It also can be it's really not super hard once we get into the different cases that we have. But you also could have something like this, what's called an underflow, when there's no key lefts in a node. Now remember the difference between a key and a node. A node is an item that's going to have maybe multiple keys in it, or values in it, and the key itself is actually the value that's in it. So in this example, what's an underflow is that now, even though you're saying, well, Lupoli, you said it's a leaf. Yeah, that's true, but this needs to have another connection to another side of keys. So we still have to make sure that it maintains this property, and these are the cases that we're about to go over to make sure that, depending on your deletion situation, how we handle that.